somebody asked me a question, can you succeed with Nofap by praying to God? Does it help? Okay? Yes. And this is why. When I was 13, I was around this age, I got into fapping, and by the age of 17 and 18, I was deeply into fapping, and it sort of ruined my energy. I was in college, and I was always just angsty and socially inept. I couldn't socialize very well. I just felt socially anxious. Okay? Now, what happened is I got to a point where I realized I've reached the limit of my self-leadership. Okay? The limit of my self-leadership in this area of my life. I can't lead myself out of this. I need help. Okay? And so I started researching about Nofap, and I bought some books and I watched some videos and stuff like that. I even created something called the behavior quadrants, which I've got a video about on this channel, and there will be many more. Okay? And that helped me a lot. But what you have come to this video for is help. Okay? And you've asked whether praying to Jesus Christ is a good idea. And I say yes, because there used to be a time when young men would go to masters to learn how to live. How can I lead myself to where you are? And many would agree that this man here is the ultimate way to live. He's the ultimate representation of how to live. Who knows? In terms of love and in terms of impact on others and stuff like that, I mean, no one wants to get nailed to a cross at 33, but yeah, so, right. It takes humility to submit to a leader. Okay? And you give up your opinions about what's right and what you can do and what you can't do. You give up. I give it up, Lord. You lead me, I'm behind you now. You lead the way. I humble myself before you, Lord. Take me to a better place. Form me. I no longer resist change. I resist nothing. Lead me. And with the intention to live a better life, to live happier, to become a better father, then God will lead you there. And God came down in human form so that he could speak to the human beings. And so, read the Bible. Learn what Jesus said. And I don't know about his quotes about sexuality, but he certainly talks about sexuality. I'll put them on the screen here, some good ones. There must be a surrender. Before surrender, you are one type of person. You are this person, okay? During surrender, you are another type of person. You are this person without your preconceptions, your assertions, your strong beliefs about certain things. And then after surrender, you are another person. you have lifted the lid off of the pot so that God can pour his tea in there. It's like God, you take off your brain, right? You carve out, you slice the top of your head off, okay, and you go, God, remove the creator of all life, remove this addiction from me, remove the devil from me, I follow you now. Put whatever needs to be put in there, such that I can live freely, without these urges. It's a miracle. Do a miracle on me, Lord. It can't happen if you're not following the Lord. You can't expect a miracle without full submission to the Lord. As men, we find this difficult, because we are destined to be leaders. Leaders of ourselves, leaders of our families, and leaders in our friend groups, leaders of the people around us, caretakers, stewards. Okay? But what must happen is, again, this transition from apprentice to master. You must first become an apprentice. There are the fools over here who never become apprentices fully. They never submit to the masters fully because they're too arrogant, ignorant as well. They are innocent due to their ignorance, but they're arrogant because due to their ignorance. They think that these people over here, the fools, they think that, no, I can get through this alone. And maybe you can. Maybe some people do get, like I did, mostly alone. Except, I'll get back to this, but except for, I did look up information. I watched lots of videos on Nofap. I read a lot of books, one book, a few books. But I did a lot of it myself. But these fools over here, they're afraid to submit. And there's no one worth submitting to more than Jesus Christ. Always submit to a leader who has no ego, who will not manipulate your followership. You must become a proud apprentice of God, of the Lord, of Jesus. God in human form, look at him. God in human form. You must be a proud apprentice. There are Christians who are Christians by name. They are Christians by their Instagram bio. But then there are Christians who are proud Christians. Proud followers of the Lord, proud apprentices, because they know where they're going. They know where their apprenticeship is taking them. Imagine if you were an apprentice of Leonardo da Vinci back in the 1400s in Italy, might have been the 1500s. Back in that time in the Renaissance, imagine if you were an apprentice trying to become the most incredible master, learning from the best. And there are people outside the workshop, the fools, jeering, saying, you think you are less of a man than me because you submit to a man. This isn't the case. You recognize the mastery in Leonardo. You recognize the mastery in him. These fools, do they not see? They have not taken, they think they are the masters. These people who suffer. You can always tell who is a fool by who is the most suffering, by who is suffering psychologically due to their own beliefs. Okay? People who think, oh, the world's bad, people are against me, oh, the world's bad, God doesn't love me, these people coming into my country, taking all my jobs, right? Well, they're a victim, and the wise people are the most happiest, the strongest mentally, most stoic. These unhappy people, no. Be a proud apprentice of the Lord. Pray to the Lord. Every day, pray to the Lord. Rid me of this addiction. Bring me to freedom, Lord. The creator of life, of the world, but also my mind. And every other person's mind. The creator of every belief. The creator of the devil to show me that I should follow the Lord. Rid me of this. It's like, let's say, the Mona Lisa. We go back to Leonardo's studio here. Perhaps imagine this. The Mona Lisa, before she was beautiful, before Leonardo made her beautiful, before Leonardo made her an incredible representation of the human form in paint. Before this, Leonardo allowed her to choose whether she would bite the apple, the forbidden fruit. And Leonardo allowed her free will, and she did, and she bit it, and she became infested by the devil. She became twisted. Mona Lisa, we go in to Leonardo's studio, and we see this unfinished painting, and this masterwork, and we see that it's dark, it's twisted, there's shadows, her face is contorted, the devil is in this painting, okay? But what happens? Mona Lisa, before she was infested by the devil, she is still there. She is still there in the painting. But what's happened is she does this. Guess what happens next? She says, Lord, I submit to you. Change me. The Creator, my Creator, change me. I resist no change. I resist nothing. Please, Lord, I want to be beautiful. She said, please, Leonardo, I want to be beautiful. Make me an example of a pure human being. Rid me of this addiction. Rid me of this devilry. Rid me of the devil. I submit to you now. I open up. I resist no changes. You, with your perfect paintbrush, with your perfect motor skills, with your perfect creation, you form me. Form me into what you would like. I see now that the devil is not to be trusted. I see now that the devil is not to be listened to. He may speak to me, and I will not listen. In the Lord I trust. when we ask, how can I be free from fapping? How can I be free? I want to be free. What we do is we actually take away a dam on the river, which is our mind. Our mind is like a river connected to the great reservoir of knowledge in the sky. Okay? We take away a dam which allows water from the great reservoir to flow into our mind. We take away a dam which we did put in place when we said, I know how to be in the world. I know I can handle my addiction. I got it. I put that down there, and it flows, no other knowledge coming down. No, I need no other knowledge regarding this. When we say, I need knowledge, I need help, I can't get to where I want to be with my current knowledge, that's when we allow water to flow. We need knowledge to flow into our mind. We do this through humbling ourselves in prayer. Okay. So, practically speaking, let's say every night, I do meditation every night for an hour, and I do this via Zoom with my group of people who like to join. I'll put the link in the description below, and for an hour you can join, and you can pray. Okay, meditation and prayer, very similar. And so, practically speaking, join this, and or you can do it by yourself. Pray and just spend time submit yourself to the Lord. Submit yourself. Go crazy. You've got a problem. You need it fixing. You need it fixed. You know, become obsessed with God. Let Him lead your life. See it not as a man leading you. See it as the Lord leading you. The creator of men. The creator of trees. Life. No, Kanye West says, I fear nothing but God. Fear nothing but God. If those who say, oh, I don't fear God, they kind of say at the same time, I'm more powerful than God. We're not more powerful than God. We must humble ourselves, and then we'll be happy. God is not a man. God is not a tyrant man. Tyrant men are not with God. They're not happy. Ask one who created you, how can I change this part of myself? Lead me to live differently. In my every action, I will allow you to control me. I will be your vessel. I will be the car you drive. I will be the boat you sail. I'll be the human. You act. You think. Show me how to think, such that I will live freely of this. And then I will accept my free will again. I will live, with free will. See, it's like God gave us free will, and He also put the devil in the world to show us that even with free will. He wants us to have free will. He wants us to be free. But also to trust in the Lord, to act in accordance with what's best. So we can spend time away from the Lord, knowing ourselves to be, I'm this guy, I'm Joe Smith, here I am, and I feel powerful as myself. This is what happens when you sort of forget the Lord, and it's just like, I'm the creator, I'm creating my life. And we like this experience, and God wants us to have this experience, but the devil is there just to show us that this can go too far. Free will can go too far, and there are rules in place that keep this whole thing running. Okay, in the same way that trees need sunlight, trees need water in order for the whole thing to work. Human beings, we need certain things. We need to not be fapping continuously. We need to not give in to pleasure. We need to not, we need good sleep. We need good diet. Praying for Jesus certainly is a good thing to do on the Nofap journey. One of the reasons is because you have realized that your current knowledge will not get you far, will not get you to where you want to be. You don't have the correct fuel in your tank to get you to, let's say, 90 days, right? You need to open your mind to knowledge. And it's great that you're doing this with videos, okay, and I'm sure perhaps books and stuff like that. But when you pray, you open up your mind to the vast basin, the vast reservoir of knowledge that your mind is connected to. Okay? Your mind is like a little river connected to this vast intelligence, this vast basin. And it truly is God's intelligence, omniscience. And yours is borrowing intelligence from the grand intelligence. So release the dams. Release the dams. Remove the dams. And you'll know what dams to release on the river of your mind. Again, your mind is like a river connected to the great reservoir. And we have these dams put in place on the river that stop flow. Okay? And I want you to remove the dams which stop the flow of knowledge regarding Nofap, regarding our relationship to sexuality itself, our relationship towards women. Ask God, how do I think of women right now? And do I have any blind spots around this? Do I have any remorse? And would you show me the way to a healthy sex life? Okay? Do I have any shame? When we ask the Lord this in prayer, okay, when we're asking in prayer, when we're focusing our mind on this, and we're open, and then we'll start to receive new knowledge, and this knowledge changes our behaviour, and it's just kind of a miracle, really. As I've said, when we humble ourselves before the Lord, we learn new stuff. We ask, how can I be free? How can I live without such anxiety? How can I live as the person I want to be? I follow you, Lord, the creator of me. If you believe this, then we're asking the creator of our life, everybody's life itself. We're asking the intelligence which is responsible for all of this. You see others in the world who are free from fapping. You see rich people, you see people who have stuff you want. Shallow, let's go deeper. You see people who are happy. Yet, are we asking the creator of these people, make me this way, make me happy? How do I be happy? Without complaining. Without complaint. Submission. Now, when we complain, we are not submitting to the Lord. It submit to no man, submit to no human, unless they're your teacher, whatever. Submit to the Lord. So during prayer, what prayer is simply listening with the intention to be refilled with knowledge. I set aside my own opinions again. I set aside my own beliefs. I set aside my own assertions. I am not a leader in this regard. I've reached the limit of my self-leadership in this regard, in regards to my addiction, in regards to my behaviour, my sexual behaviour. And I listen to you, Lord. I open up my ears, I listen. Refill, restore my mind with knowledge. Refill my mind with knowledge. Every day, every night, pray to the Lord about this. And you will get the knowledge. There needs to be no books read for the knowledge that will free you from addiction. It's actually it's all there, it's all here. It doesn't come from your mind though, it gets put into your mind. So I'd like to thank the person who asked me this question. This person came from my Nofap WhatsApp group that I started about 2 months ago, and we've already got 106 members. Okay, the link is in the description below. Also in the description below are all the links to all the different parts of Inspiration Paradise, which is my online project for helping people to become healthier and happier in many different ways, including online events and other things that you find out. I also do personal coaching. If you'd like to be personally coached by me, it only costs $19 per week for 2 one-hour sessions with me, okay? That can be about anything, spirituality, Nofap, you let me know. Lastly, leave a comment in the comment section below. Use the comment section to ask me questions. I'll make a video maybe about your questions and share some insights to get a discussion going about this. Thank you everybody for watching, and please like and subscribe. Bye.